movie notes on Idiocracy, 2006 film, 3 June 2025 viewing. Yes, I did watch it all the way through already, including all the way through to the end of credits. They have it at the end of credits. They even have like a little scene, so you can watch it all the way through. So here I, Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle, talk through my movie notes for my Tuesday, 3 June 2025 viewing of the 2006 film Idiocracy, which is a fiction film about a man in the United States of America who is part of a government experiment that hibernates him centuries ahead to a future where the average IQ has dropped significantly and people struggle to address problems, in part because they cannot identify problems. And so I think it was 2007, and we were given a task in school, I was in high school, to choose a dystopian future or a dystopian movie, like a dystopian something, in I think we had to, like, did we have to say why it was dystopian, or I thought we should have to, but that wasn't part of the assignment, something like that. So I chose this one, and I just remember being like, I think it was 2007, and so I was in high school, and this came out in 2006, and what I'm trying to get, I was like, it's an interesting one in the sense of addressing people not being able to identify problems per like a current standard, you know, and things could go like lower than that standard in the future. So it covered kind of the taboo of things could like go down, you know, compared to a certain standard. And I was like, in nowadays world, you know, kind of says people with a lower IQ are the problems. And I'm like, in today's world, it's almost like people with high IQs are the problem. So it's still idiocracy. It's just idiocracy of the, you know, upper class as opposed to the lower class. But it's really idiocracy nowadays of everybody. Versus in this one, there's like, it starts off with like the people who overpopulate the future, and then there's the alternative path, which is a couple who are thinking about having in vitro fertilization, but they don't ever get around to actually doing it because, well, they're always busy. They have work, and you know, they're busy social life people, that kind of thing. And so the guy dies, and so there goes that potential for reproduction, and so it takes it kind of the other path. So like essentially, you could think of it as like, okay, IVF people are the chosen people of God, you know, they're going to control the future, so let's get rid of them and see how bad it could go. And so it's like, so I guess in that sense, this is my future. I choose natural conception and childbirthing. So there's that kind of, if that's, that was like back then. I was like, so this is a, if you know, those of us who are like, you know, not doctors, or like we're just trash, and this is, but they come to love the trash, and it's like, but to them we'll always be trash, so don't go asking us for help. Is this that? Yeah. Anyway, it has other like little things that's kind of, he was not the only one in the experiment. There was a female that was in the experiment as well, and he goes to get help from a attorney, and there's some things in here like the attorney, so the year is 2505, and you know, everybody drives electric cars and kind of thing, and so, you know, the attorney has this electric car and they're getting chased down, and you know, it highlights one of the downsides of electric cars is, you know, when being chased by the police, they can just turn the batteries off. It's like, oh yeah, there's that. So there's that one, and then another one that I thought was kind of like relevant and kind of fitting of society is there's a doctor. He goes to a medical center, and the doctor, the name is Dr. Lexus, and I was like, so do all doctors drive a Lexus or electric equivalent, you know, kind of thing. And so it's like, yeah. So it got some stuff pretty spot on, right, and like big stuff too. So I had 5 out of 5 stars back then and again. So this is my movie notes on Idiocracy, 2006 film, 3 June 2025 viewing.